Taming of the Shrew, Act 3, Scene 2 by the Elizabethan players. Maddie Nephew, Audrey Krim, Evan Gresser, Charlie Steinman, and Allison Kahn. In Taming of the Shrew, it starts with the Shrew, Catherine, or Kate, a stubborn woman who is only concerned with pleasing herself. However, her father Baptista and her younger sister Bianca, many of Bianca's suitors, desperately want Kate to be married so that Bianca can be married, because Bianca may not marry until her older sister is married. So one day a man named Petruchio comes by and decides he is going to marry Catherine. And Petruchio does not care about Kate's shrewish behavior, for all he cares about is Baptista's large amount of money. Mainly the play is about Petruchio's taming of Kate, along with other teachers, and the wedding between Kate and Petruchio. In our scene, Petruchio arrives in Padua for the wedding. He comes in strangely apparelled and refuses to change his clothes, and then says he has to go directly after the wedding, and will not stay, and then gets into a fight with Kate, which is all to help tame Kate.
This is the appointed day that Catherine and Petruchio should be married, and yet we hear not of our son-in-law. What will be said? What mockery will it be to want the bridegroom when the priest attends to speak the ceremonial rites of marriage? What says Lucentio to the shame of ours?
No shame but mine. I must forsooth be forced to give my hand, opposed against my heart, to a mad-brained rude to speak, full of spleen, who wooed in haste and means to wed at leisure. I told you he was a frantic fool, hiding his bitter jests and blunt behavior. And, to be noted for a merry man, he'll woo 1,000 points a day of marriage, make friends and fight and proclaim the banns, but never mean wed where he hath wooed. Now must the world point at poor Catherine, and say, lo, there is mad Petruchio's wife, if it would please him come and marry her.
Patience, good Catherine, and Baptista too. Upon my life, Petruchio means but well. Whatever fortune stays him from his word, though he be blunt, I know him passing wise. Though he be married, yet with all he is honest.
Would Catherine had never seen him, though!
Go, girl, I cannot blame thee now to weep, for such an injury would vex a very saint, much more Shrew, thy impatient humor.
Master, news, old news, and such news as you never heard of.
Is it new and old too? How may that be?
Why, is it not news to hear of Petruchio's coming?
Is he come?
Why, no, sir.
What then?
He is coming.
When will he be here?
When he stands where I am and sees you there. But say, what to thine old news? Why, Petruchio is coming in a new hat and an old jerkin, a pair of old breeches thrice turned, a pair of boots that have been candle cases, one buckled, another laced, an old rusty sword ta'en out of the town armory, with a broken hilt and chapless, with 2 broken points, his horse hipped with an old mothy saddle and stirrups of no kindred, besides possessed with the glanders, and like to Mose in the chine, troubled with the lampas, infected with the fashions, full of winged owls, sped with spavins, stark spoiled with the staggers, but gnawn with the bots, spade in the back and shoulder shot in, near-legged before, and with a half-checked bit and a head stall of sheep's leather, which, being restrained to keep him from stumbling, hath been often burst, and now repaired with knots, one girth 6 times piece, and a woman's crupper of velour, which hath 2 letters for her name fairly set down in studs, and here and there a piece with pack-thread.
Who comes with him?
Oh, sir, his lackey, for all the world capricing like the horse, with a linen stock on one leg and a kersey boot house on the other, guarded with a red and blue list, with the humor of 40 fancies pricked in it for a feather. A monster, very monster in apparel, and not like a Christian footboy or a gentleman's lackey.
'Tis some odd humor pricks him to this fashion, yet oftentimes he goes but being apparelled.
I'm glad he's come, howso he comes.
Why, sir, he comes not.
Didst thou not say he comes?
Who, that Petruchio came?
I thought Petruchio came.
No, sir, I say his horse comes with him on his back.
Well, that's all one.
Nay, my St. Jamie, I hold you a penny, a horse and a man is more than one, and yet not many.
Come, where be these gallants? Who's at home?
You're welcome, sir.
And yet I come not well.
And yet you halt not.
Not so well apparelled as I wish you were.
Were it much better that I should rush in thus. But where is Kate? Where is my lovely bride? How does my father? Gentles, methinks you frown, and wherefore gaze this goodly company, as if they saw some wondrous monument, some comet or unusual prodigy.
Why, sir, you know this is your wedding day. First we were sad, fearing you would not come. Now sadder that you came so uninvited. Fie, doff this habit, shame to your state, and eyes were to our solemn festival.
And tells us what occasion of import hath also longed to change you from your wife, and sent you hither someone like yourself.
Tedious were to tell, and harsh to hear. Sufficeth I am come to keep my word, though in some part forced to grasp, which at more leisure I will so excuse, as you shall well be satisfied withal. But where is Kate? I stay too long from her. The morning wears, the time we are at church.
See not your bride in these unreverent robes. Go to my chamber, put on clothes of mine.
Not I, believe me, thus all this.
But thus I trust you will not marry her?
Good sooth, even thus, therefore I've done with words. To me she's married, not to my clothes. Could I repair what she will wear in me, as I can change these poor accoutrements? 'Twere well for Kate, and better for myself. But what a fool I am to chat with you, when I should bid good mar to my bride, and seal the title with a loving kiss.
He hath some meaning in his mad attire. We will persuade him, be it possible, to change ere he go to church.
I'll after him and see the event of this.
But to her love concerneth us to add her father's affection, which to bring to pass, as before I imparted to your worship, I am to get a man, whate'er he be, it skills not much, will fit him to our turn. And he shall be Vincentio of Pisa, and make assurances here in Padua of greater sums than I have promised. So shall you quietly enjoy your hope, and marry sweet Bianca with consent.
Were it not that my fellow schoolmaster doth watch Bianca's steps so narrowly, 'twere good methinks to seal our marriage. Which once performed, let all the world say no, I'll keep my no in spite of all the world.
That by degrees you mean to look into, and watch our vantage in this business, will overreach the grey-beard Gremio, the narrow-prying father Manola, the quaint musician amorous Letio, all for my master's sake, Lucentio. Signor Gremio, came you from the church?
Willingly ere I come from school.
And is the bride and bridegroom coming home?
A bridegroom, you say? To the groom indeed, a grumbling groom, as that girl shall find.
Curster than she? Why, 'tis impossible.
Why, he's a devil, the very fiend.
Why, she's a devil, the devil's dam.
Tut, tut, she's a lamb, a dove, a fool to him. I tell you, Sir Lucentio, when the priest should ask, Catherine should be his wife. I by God's wounds, quoth he, and swore so loud that all amazed the priest let fall the book. As he stooped to pick it up again, that mad brain bridegroom took him in such a cuff, the downfall priest and book and priest. Now take them up, quoth he, if any less.
What said the wench when he rose again?
Trembling and shook for wine, he stamped and swore as if the vicar meant to christen him. But after many ceremonies done, he called for wine. A health, pussy, as if he had been abroad, carousing with his mates. After a storm quaffed of the muscadel, and threw the stomps, all in the sexton's face. Having no other reason but that his beard was thin hungrily, and seemed to ask him sops as he was drinking. This done, he took the bride about the neck and kissed her lips with such clamorous smack that at the parting all the church did echo. And I seeing this came sense for very shame. And after me I know the wrath is coming. Such mad marriage never was before. Hark, hark, I hear the minstrels play.
Gentlemen and friends, I thank you for your pains. I know you think to dine with me today, and have prepared a great store of wedding cheer. But so it is, my haste doth call me hence, and therefore here I need to take my leave.
Is it possible you will away tonight?
I must away today before night come. Make it no wonder, if you knew my business, you would entreat me rather go than stay. And honest company, I thank you all, that have beheld me give away myself to this most patient, sweet, and virtuous wife. Dine with my father, drink a health to me, for I must hence, and farewell to you all.
Let me entreat you stay till after dinner.
It may not be.
Let me entreat you.
It cannot be.
Let me entreat you.
I am content.
Are you content to stay?
I am content you shall entreat me today, but yet not stay. Entreat me how you can.
Now, if you love me, stay.
Grumio, my horse.
Aye, sir, they be ready. The oats have eaten the horses.
Nay then, do what thou canst. I will not go today. No, nor tomorrow, not till I please myself. The door is open, sir, there lies your way. You may be jogging whiles your boots are green. For me, I'll not be gone till I please myself. 'Tis like to approve a jolly surly groom to take it on you at the first so roundly.
Okay, content thee. Prithee not be angry.
I will be angry. What is thou to do? Father, be quiet. He shall stay my leisure.
I, Mary, sir, now begins to work.
Gentlemen, forward to the bridal dinner. I see a woman may be made a fool if she not a spirit to resist.
They shall go forward, Kate, at thy command. Obey the bride, you that attend on her. Go to the feast, revel in domineer, carouse full measure to her maidenhead. Be mad, merry, or go hang yourselves. But for my bonny Kate, she must with me. Nay, look not big, nor stamp, nor stare, nor fret. I will be master of what's mine own. She is my goods, my chattel, she is my house, my household stuff, my field, my barn, my horse, my ox, my ass, my anything. And here she stands, touch her whoever dare, I'll bring mine action on the proudest steed that sauce my way in Padua. Grumio, draw forth thy weapon, or beset with thieves, rescue thy missions and thou be a man. Fear not, sweet wench, they shall not touch thee, Kate, I'll buckler thee against a million.
Nay, let them go, a couple of quiet ones.
Went they that quickly, I would die with laughing.
Of all mad matches, never was the like. Say, mistress, what is your opinion of your sister?
Being mad herself, she's madly mated. I warrant him Petruchio as Kate is. Neighbors and friends, though the bride and bridegroom once were to supply the places at the dinner tonight, you know there once no junkets at the feast. Lucentio, you shall supply the bridegroom's place, and let Bianca take her sister's room.
Shall she practice how to bride it?
She shall. Lucentio, come, gentlemen, let's go.